Music.
Wunya Nalan. Welcome everyone. My name is Peter and I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, the Tarralum people, and to the north the Gubbi Gubbi people, and further beyond Fraser Island the Butchulla people. To pay my respect to elders both past and present, that I may extend that to all Aboriginal people here today and who see this. We are here today, Parliament House, Queensland, to launch the Opera Project as a showcase of artistic expression and to promote unity amongst dingo friends by raising awareness and preservation of Fraser Island dingo. So, as tribute in memory of Inky, a Fraser Island dingo just passed recently, I present to you well-known animal conservationist, campaigner and writer Marie-Louise Sargent.
Wunya, welcome to the Ochre Project, outside Parliament House in Brisbane, Australia. I'd like to quote a book title of our famous Indigenous elder of the Gubbi Gubbi, Dr. E. Faisal, Dingoes Make Us Human. The Ochre Project is a proactive, collaborative effort sparked off by the death of a young juvenile dingy called Inky. Inky from the Butchulla Kigari camp. This project is opening up the door to something wonderful, beautiful and different. It all started with an innovative idea of New Yorker Jennifer Britton Parkhurst. For the love of her dog Fred Biddles, a rescued Carolina Dixie dog, an American native dog, so much like our own dingoes. An idea was started. This project is unique. The Ochre Project Facebook site has now a phenomenal worldwide support. You can view it on Facebook and see photos sent from all over the globe. People have said they wanted a voice for the dingoes, and this has now enabled them with a unique forum of artistic form of protest. It grew with a huge amount of followers in less than 3 months. Now with over 1,000 plus interest from local, national and international following, and many wildlife organisations joining their voice to the Ochre Project. This is the power of social media in action. This project is unique and it's a first. With the Facebook following, it now has a phenomenal worldwide support that is growing bigger and bigger. So many photos sent in from all over the globe. The theme is pets and dingoes, stating I support the Ochre Project, and also many more ideas with paintings and poems put onto pictures. The colour of the symbol ribbon was decided from an online vote, and this is the design of the main colours of nature and dingoes. Ochre represents the colours of dingoes, are the colours of the earth, and the native colours of Australia. The view is, the more we are, the greater the impact of our presence and the louder the voice for the dingoes. It is to make people aware of our top responsibilities to our native animals, especially our only top predator, the dingo. It has a meteoric rise in less than 3 months and passionately supports all who wish to gain awareness and take action and change the current situation with the Fraser Island dingoes and dingoes everywhere. The future doesn't look bright for the dingoes of Fraser Island, and already their trust is betrayed with continual killing. The dingoes are a scapegoat for essentially people impacting on the environment, more people, too many people, with government failure to act appropriately. There is, however, a peer review which is scheduled to be released this month on the 23rd of February that was put in place to revise the Fraser Island dingo management strategy. The previous management had caused the dingoes so much suffering and so many deaths. There are concerns from the public. That is revised management strategy may be a waste of time, money and resources, as some feel the money spent could be better spent for the benefits of the dingoes on Fraser Island. At an EcoShore workshop in Maryborough last year, the consensus was that tourists need better education, better people control, not more dingo control. The dingoes are paying the price for lack of people management and lack of education of dingo behaviour and more awareness at the breeding season and whelping seasons. Many dingo experts and organisations have questioned on the independent revised management plan. The worry and the concerns are that EcoShore consulted heavily with QPWS staff. Lee Allen was a co-author of the original Fraser Island Dingo Management Strategy and consultant to QPWS, and started the first dingo trapping in the 90s. EcoShore then hired Lee Allen's son, Ben Allen, as a consultant. Both Ben and Lee Allen have spent their career as paid consultants, researchers for the dingo eradication industry. This is a concern with dingo care and empathy for the dingo. Initially, EcoShore refused stakeholder consultation. They did eventually accept submissions. These submissions will not be going to the steering committee. The review was supposed to be an independent, scientific peer review. We will wait and see what the state government has to say when this is released, and can pass judgment then. Meanwhile, the state government has refused to intervene by way of a moratorium on culling and killing dingoes. 3 male dingoes from the Kigari Bachelor camp, all bachelor dingoes, all juveniles, were culled after them being hunted down. Their crimes, a misunderstanding of dingo behaviour of boisterous young male juveniles, much like human teenagers testing surroundings. Especially distressing was of a bachelor dingo, Inky, a much loved one by the bachelor aunties. This is the dingo which the event is in memory of, to make sure his death does not go in vain. He was hunted down by a dingo trapper brought in by QPWS, even after bachelor elders signed a statutory declaration to say he was not dangerous. He was proven to be timid and frightened. There have been more deaths on the island in the last 12 months than ever before. More destructions, more incidents, more dingoes killed by vehicle strike or malice. Pups disappearing and being run over, emaciation. All continues, and they say their hands are tied. 2 puppies were recently run over by a 4-wheel driven vehicle in an area they are supposed to drive slowly. A submission was presented in December 2012 to the Senate Environment Committee, an inquiry into the effectiveness of threatened species protection in Australia. The submission was on the welfare of the Fraser Island dingoes to list them as a threatened species. Until 2004, the Fraser Island dingo was classified on the red list. Dr. Jane Goodall, in April 2012, wrote of her deep sadness of the plight of the Fraser Island dingoes and wrote a letter of support. She said that an official ambassador for endangered animals all over the world, she wrote this letter on behalf of the endangered dingoes. She agreed wholeheartedly there should be no further trapping, ear tagging and no culling. She further urgently begged to everyone involved to ensure that all possible measures are taken to protect these dingoes so that they may be a thriving, sustainable population. We would like to see no more culling. 7 dingoes destroyed between January-October 2012 by QPWS with categorised questionable amounts of incidents to justify destroying these dingoes, mostly juveniles, as Inky and his brothers, the future breeding dingoes, endangering the future continuation of these dingoes' existence. On Fraser Island, called Kigari by the Bachelor, meaning paradise, it is now not a paradise for the remaining dingoes, but a place of continual threat of death. There needs to be viable alternatives. There has to be alternatives to the present situation, which is just not working. The Ochre Project's objectives is the preservation of the Fraser Island dingoes and mainland dingoes. Extinction is forever. 1 year. I'd like to thank Peter Peasley too for his wonderful hard work for today. Thank you.